resistances is just directly ignoring a specific resistance so that you do more actual damage to them, true damage, and bypass some of the resistance and the diminishing return on your defense. On your attack that you would do to them. Their defense being that they ignore partial of your actual DPS because of their resistance to it. So if you're doing lightning damage, they'll resist part of your lightning damage unless you have something to counter it, such as ignore lightning resistance, for example. Increased experience gained below level 100. This ability stops once you reach level 100. Magic Find genuinely improves all the rarity of quality items that you'll potentially find in the game and that you're likely to see. Magic Find per level would increase as you're leveling in the game. Extra gold from eliminating a monster. And half freeze duration means that you can't be frozen for more than half the duration, whereas cannot be frozen negates the effect completely entirely. Poison link can be reduced, but there's no cure antidote to get the poison off of you. Merchant prices don't apply to anything other than the in-game NPCs. It doesn't apply to retail market in-game. If you're going to Museratium village, summon amount. This is like the amount of summons which they could spawn in the game. Someone is capable of summoning could summon multiple skeletons, for example. Damage reduced. Overall, this is just damage reduced, but it really applies to basically physical damages. It's not magic, it's not arcane, so we know that this is actually physical damage if we're referring to. See here it says physical damage taken as cold, or as fire, as arcane, or as lightning. You can choose to take that physical damage into another resistance that you specialized in, such as fire, arcane, or any of these elements. But the bottom option is the mana cost reduced overall. We can go to one last menu to explain these settings to you, and that will conclude the video. Back to our original video. This cooldown recovery right here, it says increases your cooldown recovery rate. Keep that in mind. And then also right here, when we're talking about cast rate, keep that in mind too for a second. When we're looking at this ability here, we're looking at For Honor. We're looking at the top mana cost. That top mana cost of that blue drop right there, droplet, that's what it'll always be associated with, these numbers, and that's the cost of using that skill. This 70-second interval right here for this black and white square window, this icon designates that this is actually the cooldown reduction we'd receive if we were to increase this stat, cooldown recovery. That percentage would decrease if we increased the cooldown recovery, making the ability accessible to us to use more frequently. This is overall your speed, your movement, where you see this blue running symbol of a icon and an outlay of something. Looks like it's running. Well, if I had 100% movement speed, then it would be reduced, and I'd be receiving 85% of my overall speed. So I'd only be doing 85 of my 100 initially, reducing my speed by 15%. This right here is actually the amount of time that this ability be cast for in terms of the amount of time it be in use for is 25 seconds, and essentially goes to cooldown after the 70 seconds. So these correlate, but casting rate would only apply to this menu here at the left. If you follow the cursor, please, then you'd see right here that the faster cast rate could apply to this because it is a casting ability and increase my overall effects that I might have attributed to something that had cast rate in it. Here you'd have a physical ability, and you'd notice something there, but I'll go here because it has both of them. So we're going to go here, and we're just going to look over these last couple of options.